Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. We are about set for kickoff. Greg, talking to the coaches all week. We're so curious to see what's going to play out here at the start of this one.
And ideally, I think each of these teams is thinking, okay, we think this is how the game's going to unfold. This is our plan. This is how we're going to go attack. And if that's the case, great. But very rarely does that happen, Mike. So it's really the team that makes the best adjustments in real time, in between possessions, in between snaps. The team that adjusts the fastest and the most efficiently, they're the ones that come the end of the game, they tend to have the advantage.
Right to the air to open this one up. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and
oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. So on 4th down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback. Here's a first carry for their running back. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll throw out of the gun. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down. Let's go. On play action, he'll set up to throw. 17 yards on that play. It's good for a Niners first down. Here we go, Jack.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Go. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. The Falcons offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7 0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. 1 quarter in the books. 2nd and 11. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick hitting slant there. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Two minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment.
Okay, Greg.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Ready? Alert! Alert!
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And right side, he's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 1st and 10.
Hey, check this.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. A dive, and he's in. Patrick Ricard. Touchdown, Atlanta. On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. And this one is blocked. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Ladd McConkey to return. Whoa! Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
Let's go now.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass is
big opening up the middle. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Both teams ready to get back at it. as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. 49ers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. To the left side, caught by Gronk. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10. Now inside the 25. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. And this is caught. The fake spike works for a touchdown.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Back to throw. Off balance throw. It's complete. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, Atlanta. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. High throw, but it's reeled in. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
He keeps it himself. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues. So, 3 quarters. First and 10 now from the 36. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. He's got his man, Jefferson. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. A throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. And now it's a 9-point game, so they'll go for just one here. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Kicker. Defense.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle. That's Gronk. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Go.
Now, faking the give. Now, he'll air one out. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he'll be taken down. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he finds his way to the end zone again. Scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it's going to be 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it